I thought we had a good mindset. I thought we had a good game plan. We just, we didn't start out great, but then we got momentum going and we got some points up there, got the lead, and then, had those turnovers, that stuff we never do. And then that kind of just, I don't know, I think it maybe took away a little confidence in us and just the momentum. And for the next few drives, we weren't playing like the Florida Gators. And then we got back going and got back the momentum and started making plays again. Just stupid mistakes. You heard me talk after the Tennessee game about how well we did, with not putting our defense in bad positions and not turning the ball over. And we did that this game. That's something you want as a quarterback, the opportunity, 2 minutes to go in the game and have a shot to lead your team down for the victory. And the whole time had 100% trust and faith in my team and myself that we're going to drive down and score, that we can convert always on 4th and 1. And, we've done it for the last 2 years, and they beat us to it. They beat us. Extremely disappointed. You got to give credit to Ole Miss. They kept fighting and made the big play with the touchdown pass and everything. And but that's a game that we feel like we should have won, we could have won, and we have to make smarter, better plays to win the rest of them. And it's just frustrating. I wanted to stay in our hearts and keep hurting because this will motivate me personally, and I believe everybody else, coaches and the rest of the players, to never let something like this happen again, especially when we feel we're better than the team and don't play up to our ability. And I just want to say one thing to the fans and everybody in Gator Nation. I'm sorry. Extremely sorry. We were hoping for an undefeated season. That was my goal. Something Florida's never done here. But I promise you one thing. A lot of good will come out of this. You have never seen any player in the entire country play as hard as I will play the rest of the season, and you never see someone push the rest of the team as hard as I will push everybody the rest of the season. And you never see a team play harder than we will the rest of this season. God bless.
An 8th grader, about to be a 9th grader, I had the opportunity to play on the varsity football team, and I had looked forward to it my entire life. And I was so excited for it. And one of my brothers was going to be a senior, and I was so excited. And before the season started, when I'm finishing my 8th grade year, about to start my freshman year, I'm so excited. And our football team goes to something called the Burly Man Retreat. I mean, can you be more meathead? I think not. But we go to this Burly Man Retreat, and you compete against all these other teams and all these Burly Man things, chopping wood and tug of war and just all these different things. And it was so much fun to be a part of because I had looked forward to this my whole life. I get to be on the varsity team, and they're counting on me, and we're doing all of these different competitions. And then the last night, there's this huge arena similar to this. And they said, okay, we want everybody to listen up. One person from every team. Your team selects him. You come up here, and there's a curling bar with 10 pounds on each side. And one of you is going to do the most and represent your team. And each team picked that person, and you come up here and stand in line in front of everybody. You're going to do this curling contest. And I was an 8th grader, about to be a 9th grader, and they're all looking around who they're going to pick, and then they turn and they pick me. And I was like, what? No, pick a senior. I'm an 8th grader. You pick someone else. No, I don't want that pressure. But a team picked me, and so I was like, oh no. But as a competitor, I literally walked to the back of the room. I was so inspired because what I was representing meant so much to me. That it was worth damage, it was worth tears, it was worth pain, it was worth hurting, because what I was representing wasn't just myself. It wasn't a stupid Burly Man retreat where I'm doing curls, because to me, it had nothing to do with the action. It had everything to do with the representation. Who was really standing up there? Not just me. It was my teammates. It was my school. It was the coaches. It was my brother. It was my family. What was I representing? There's no chance if I'm up there representing myself, I even come close to that number. No chance. But I was filled with an urge to do something, and it was to do more. And you see, the biggest question was I willing to endure more pain than the next guy? So I wasn't even there. They had taken me, and they were giving me IVs and everything else, so I'm gone. And my teammates tell me the story, so the next guy comes up, grabs the bar, he does enough to be second, he sets it down, he puts his foot over the bar, and he goes, it ain't worth it. And he walks off the stage. And you know what? To him, it wasn't. To me, it was. But what do you think his team thought that year in the fourth quarter? Oh, is it also not going to be worth it? What do you think his team was like? Dang, man, I'm so proud that I'm your teammate. It ain't worth it. I would ask you a question. How willing are you, and how worth it is it to you? Everybody talks about the will to win, and I can't stand the phrase. Everybody wants to win. That should never be your question. The question is, what are you willing to do? How hard are you willing to embrace the grind? How hard are you willing to embrace the suck? That's the question. Not do you want to win? Everybody's going to say yes. But what's going to motivate you to get it done? And all of us have different whys that are going to motivate us. But the question is yours big enough to be willing to say, when it gets hard, when I have to endure, I'm going to be willing.